Good evening. I'm Jessican, the intern at Let's Click. So today I'm going to talk about a fiery topic which is regarding company law, and it is none other than a fierce topic which is a big news in this uh, COVID era, which is of Tata Sons and Cyrus Mistry. So it is a legal case study which I'm going to narrate on two companies, which is Tata Sons and which is of Cyrus Mistry. Now, a question arises, and most of you must be thinking that why did I choose to speak on this topic? Well, with great concern, I would like to tell you all that Tata Sons versus Cyrus Mistry is one of the most closely watched corporate battles of our time, or the histories of India's business. And since I am more inclined towards corporate law, so I chose to speak on this topic, which is of business arena. Now we all know who owns Tata's Sons, none other than Ratan Tata himself, the multimillionaire, businessman and a philanthropist. But who is Cyrus Mistry? Well, Cyrus Mistry is also a multimillionaire businessman, and he is the son of Shapurji Pelonji, who was the CEO of Shapurji Pelonji. Now another question pops up in our mind, which is how is Ratan Tata and Palonji Mistry are related, right? Who is the father of Cyrus Mistry, Shapurji Pelonji? How is Ratan Tata and Shapurji Pelonji related? Well, Cyrus Mistry's father, Palonji Mistry, worked in Tata Group as board of director and has a major shareholding capacity of 18.5%, which is around 80,000 crore. So when Palonji Mistry and Ratan Tata became good friends, and both of them have an origin as they are from Parsi community, so they became good friends. And when Palonji Mistry retired, he made his son Cyrus Mistry took his place. Well, Ratan Tata, as we all know, is old and he thought of retiring. And he got retired, in fact, in the year 2012 and made Cyrus Mistry as the CEO of Tata Sons. But ever since Cyrus Mistry became the CEO of Tata Sons, the employees and board of directors were unhappy with the way he was leading the company and everyone was dissatisfied with him. So now I'm going to narrate the series of events, how and how and where the company law tribunal got, and how the judgment came. So first and foremost, on October 2016, Cyrus Mistry was thrown out of the company from his post, which was a surprise for him. And Ratan Tata was again named as the chairman of Tata Sons. In December 2016, Cyrus Mistry grew more angrier and resigned from all Tata Group firms. Then Mistry moved to National Company Law Tribunal that Tata Sons, which is minority shareholding, is interfering and oppressing to work them. Now in January 2017, a contempt plea was filed by Mistry in National Company Law Appellate Tribunal. That is, Cyrus Mistry's removal was violation of previous orders, where two parties involved in dispute cannot initiate actions against one another. Now, coming to February 2017, Cyrus Mistry was removed from the post of director from Tata Sun. Now, in March 2017, Mistry's plea was rejected and dismissed yet again. In July 2018, what happened is he filed another plea challenging his removal from chairman of Tata Sun, and in August 2018 his plea was upheld at last. So during the month of December 2019, he was again made as the chairman of Tata Group. Then in July 2020, after a big corporate battle, Mistry refused to be chairman but said that I need a seat in board of directors. But Tata Sons refused, including all the board of directors refused, saying that the brand image has been completely eroded and declined, which is why they are not accepting Cyrus Mistry as the chairman or the board of directors in Tata Sun. So after that, Mistry thought of ending ties with Tata's group and selling its share of 18.5%, which he had since his father's time, to SP Group, and they in fact sold it. So in December 2020, what happened? That Mistry Group said that removal of Mistry was wrong at last. Now, the judgment at last. As you all know, the Chief Justice of